Most men won't talk about it, but they feel it every single day. A slow decline that creeps in without warning. Your energy dips, your drive fades, intimacy becomes a struggle. Confidence begins to slip through your fingers like sand, and all the while the cause hides in plain sight deep in your pelvis, a small gland inflamed, overlooked, and quietly draining your vitality. For countless men over 60, this silent enemy is an enlarged prostate. It triggers late-night bathroom runs, restless sleep, and a fading sense of control. It's not just a health issue, it's a lifestyle thief. Yet we rarely talk about it even as it invades nearly every part of daily life. But what if there were a way to reclaim that lost energy? Naturally, today you're about to discover a time-tested natural remedy, a powerful fruit used for centuries to soothe inflammation, enhance blood flow, and relieve urinary discomfort, sometimes in as little as 24 hours, if consumed the right way. I'm Dr. Catherine Rockra. For more than 20 years, I've helped men over 60 rediscover their strength, sleep peacefully through the night, and regain confidence, all without synthetic medications or invasive procedures. From retired soldiers to corporate titans, every man I've worked with has wanted the same thing. Solutions that work with their bodies, not against them. No band-aid fixes, just real sustainable answers. In this video, I'll reveal 5 specific fruits that not only help shrink the prostate, but also promote circulation, support restful sleep, and help reignite the spark in your life. And the most effective fruit on this list. Chances are it's already in your kitchen, you just never knew its full potential. Before we dive into this powerful list, don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Hues Wellness and tap the bell icon so you never miss another piece of practical health advice that actually works. If you're ready to embrace the truth about natural prostate health, type yes in the comments below. Not sure yet, type O. I want to hear from you either way. Let's begin with the very first fruit, a tiny, vibrant berry that's often overlooked, especially by men. You've likely seen it on holiday tables nestled next to turkey and stuffing. Small, ruby red and tart, cranberries. But did you know cranberries may hold the key to better prostate health? For decades, cranberries have been linked to women's urinary health. That's what the ads told us. That's what the doctors said. But science is now rewriting the narrative. Cranberries aren't just for women anymore. In fact, they're becoming one of the most underappreciated superfoods for aging men. Over 50% of men over 60 experience benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. You know the signs. That constant need to urinate, especially at night. A weak stream. That frustrating feeling of never completely emptying your bladder. It impacts how you sleep, how you move through the day, and how confident you feel, especially in intimate moments. It affects your energy, your focus, even your mood. And the worst part, we've come to accept it as normal, but it doesn't have to be. What if the same cranberry compounds used to support women's bladders could also target inflammation in the male prostate? Research now shows that cranberries contain unique bioactive nutrients, and one in particular stands out: proanthocyanidins, or PACs. More specifically, the rare type A PACs found in cranberries. These natural compounds are inflammation blockers. They target the root pathways that fuel prostate swelling and irritation. One clinical study showed that men who took daily cranberry extract reduced their prostate inflammation markers by up to 30%. Imagine what that could mean for your daily life. Less urgency, fewer nighttime interruptions, a stronger, steadier flow, real noticeable results. In another 6-month study, participants showed a 25% improvement in their IPSS score. That's the international benchmark for measuring BPH symptoms. This isn't just theory, it's measurable, life-changing progress. I've seen this transformation firsthand. Men walk into my clinic feeling tired, frustrated, and unsure. They've been poked, prodded, given pills with side effects. They've spent nights staring at the ceiling wondering why their bodies won't cooperate. But when we introduce these natural solutions, including cranberries, the shift is often dramatic. Sleep returns, energy lifts, relationships improve. And it all starts with a fruit you've known your whole life, just in a new way. So why do cranberries work so well? Think of inflammation as a wildfire and cranberry packs as the water that cools the flames. These compounds reduce oxidative stress, calm the tissues, and improve the way your body manages waste and pressure in the pelvic area. The result: less swelling, less, better flow, more peace of mind. Imagine waking up after a full night's rest, no bathroom trips. Imagine walking through your day without that low nagging discomfort. Imagine regaining the confidence to be present with your partner without distraction or doubt. That's what the right fruit used the right way can do, and cranberries are just the beginning. Last time we explored how one simple, often overlooked berry, the cranberry, can make a powerful difference in prostate health and overall well-being. Now let's see what happens when this tiny fruit becomes part of a real man's daily routine. One of my patients, a 67-year-old man, shared something that stopped me in my tracks. He hadn't slept through the night in over a year. Every night, like clockwork, he was waking up 5 or 6 times, rushing to the bathroom. It had become his norm. He chalked it up to age and accepted it as his reality. But deep down, you could tell he was exhausted, physically and emotionally. So we tried something simple. No drastic diets, no complicated routines. Just 8 ounces of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice a day. That's it. 6 weeks later, he returned to my clinic with a different look in his eyes. He was sleeping through most of the night, waking only once. His urinary flow had improved, and even more importantly, his mood had lifted. He felt like himself again, and he's not alone. I've seen this transformation again and again in men who introduce cranberry products into their lives. The improvements aren't dramatic overnight miracles. They're steady, real changes that build up over time. More energy, renewed confidence, greater comfort in their own bodies. Especially when paired with other healthy daily habits, the results can be life-changing. But cranberries don't just stop at supporting the prostate. These vibrant red berries have far-reaching benefits for the entire body. They support your heart health by improving the way your blood vessels expand and contract, making it easier for your heart to pump blood with less strain. That means better circulation, more oxygen to your muscles and brain, and a lower risk of cardiovascular issues. Cranberries are also rich in antioxidants, compounds that help shield your cells from damage. This can slow down signs of aging, protect your memory, and support sharper brain function as the years go by. Imagine still feeling alert, mentally clear, and focused well into your later decades. Their flavonoid content gives a powerful boost to the immune system, helping your body fight off infections and inflammation more efficiently. And as you know, when your immune system runs better, everything runs better. Perhaps the best part: adding cranberries to your life is easy. You don't need to overhaul your diet or stock up on exotic supplements. Start with just a half cup of fresh cranberries each day, or sip on 8 ounces of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice. Be cautious. Most juice aisle options are loaded with sugar, which defeats the purpose. Stick to the real stuff. This is one of the smallest changes you can make, and yet the potential benefits are enormous. A few berries on your plate, a few sips in your glass, a few minutes out of your day. That's all it takes to begin reclaiming restful sleep, a stronger flow, and a greater sense of control over your life. But we're not stopping here. Next on the list is a fruit that's sweet, simple, and often hiding in plain sight: red grapes. These juicy gems aren't just a snack. Inside their smooth skins lies a powerful natural compound linked to testosterone support, prostate health, and even longevity. One of my longtime patients, also 67, retired and starting to feel the weight of aging, came in one morning with a look of resignation. He spoke about his low energy, his loss of desire, his growing worry over his prostate. "I just don't feel like me anymore," he confessed. As we talked, he mentioned the red grapes growing in his backyard. That detail sparked something. I asked him to start eating just a handful every day. Nothing fancy, just a small, consistent addition to his routine. 6 weeks passed, and he returned with a spark in his step. He looked sharper, his eyes were brighter, and he told me, I've got my drive back, and I'm sleeping better too. So what was the secret? The answer lies in resveratrol, a compound found abundantly in red grapes. Resveratrol plays a remarkable role in the male body. It's a major reason why the Mediterranean diet is praised for supporting healthy aging, especially in men. Resveratrol helps regulate hormones by lowering excess estrogen and encouraging healthy testosterone production, two factors critical for maintaining strength, drive, and vitality. Even more impressively, resveratrol activates a protein known as SIRT1, sometimes called the longevity gene. This protein helps repair cells and calm inflammation, particularly in the prostate. By supporting internal healing processes, resveratrol helps your body age more gracefully with less internal wear and tear. But that's not all. Resveratrol also protects the inner lining of your blood vessels, improving circulation not only to your heart but to every vital organ that depends on a healthy blood supply, including your brain and reproductive system. In short, red grapes support the very systems that keep you thinking clearly, performing strongly, and living fully. And just like cranberries, red grapes are easy to add to your day. No prescriptions, no gimmicks, just nature's design doing what it was meant to do: support your health from the inside out. So what's next on the list? Let's keep going. There's another fruit coming up that might surprise you. Following the remarkable benefits of red grapes and the power of resveratrol, let's turn to another fruit, one you probably already have in your kitchen, that's been quietly supporting men's health for generations. In addition to balancing hormones and supporting prostate health, resveratrol also enhances insulin sensitivity. This means your body can manage blood sugar more effectively, a major advantage for men who want to stay sharp, steady, and full of energy throughout the day. It's like giving your body a more responsive engine that fuels you more efficiently without the spikes and crashes. And the best part? There's no need for a complex plan or drastic change. Red grapes are safe, widely available, and budget-friendly. You can enjoy them whole. Just 1 to 2 cups daily is enough. If juice is more your style, opt for pure red grape juice with no added sugars. And if you're someone who values convenience, high-quality grape extract supplements can offer similar benefits. Whatever form you choose, the key is to keep it natural and, most importantly, consistent. Now let's move on to the next fruit, one that's earned the nickname nature's medicine by researchers. Why? Because of its impressive ability to calm inflammation, support prostate health, and promote lasting vitality, and you've likely known this fruit since you were a child. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You've heard that phrase all your life. Maybe it sounded too simple, even outdated. But as it turns out, your grandfather's wisdom was spot on. Modern science now confirms that apples are one of the most powerful and most underrated allies for men's health, particularly prostate health. Apples carry a deeper symbolism. They've long represented strength, resilience, and everyday wisdom. And while the modern wellness world bombards us with trendy supplements and complicated diets, the humble apple quietly maintains its rightful place, and for good reason. New research shows that apples are rich in a flavonoid called quercetin. This compound has proven potential to reduce inflammation in the prostate and slow the progression of benign prostatic hyperplasia (BPH). In simple terms, apples help prevent your prostate from becoming swollen and inflamed, reducing the disruptive symptoms that so often interfere with daily life. Let me share a story. One of my patients, Mark, age 64, came into my clinic looking worn out. He was exhausted mentally and physically. His nights were constantly interrupted by urgent trips to the bathroom. His energy was low. His frustration was high. I suggested something simple: 2 apples a day, 1 in the morning, 1 after dinner. That's it. No pills, no major overhauls, just a pair of apples every day. 8 weeks later, Mark walked back into my clinic, and everything about him had changed. His tone was lighter, his eyes brighter. He told me he was sleeping better, no longer rushing to the bathroom every few hours. His energy had returned, and perhaps most powerfully, his confidence had come back. I didn't realize how much this was wearing me down, he said, until it finally stopped. So, how exactly do apples deliver these powerful benefits? It all starts with quercetin. This natural compound works inside your body to directly reduce the inflammation building up within the prostate. In men with BPH, chronic inflammation causes the prostate to swell, pressing against the bladder and making urination difficult and disruptive. But quercetin soothes those inflamed cells, relieving pressure from within and allowing your body to function more freely. Apples also protect the prostate at a cellular level. Their potent antioxidants guard against oxidative stress, the internal damage caused by unstable molecules that slowly break down tissues and can lead to serious health issues if left unchecked. But there's more. One of the most overlooked benefits of apples is their fiber. Most men don't realize this, but fiber plays a crucial role in balancing hormones. And when your hormones are in balance, your prostate remains calmer and more stable. The benefits extend beyond just the prostate. Apples also promote heart health by supporting smooth, steady blood flow. They help regulate blood sugar, prevent dangerous spikes and crashes, and support digestion. Even your liver, the body's natural detoxifier, gets a boost, helping flush waste more efficiently so your system stays clean and resilient. My recommendation: eat 1 to 2 medium apples a day, and don't peel them. The skin holds much of the quercetin and antioxidant content that delivers these health benefits. A simple apple, a powerful shift. Sometimes the answer doesn't come in a bottle, it comes from a tree, and that's why keeping the apple skin on, where most of the quercetin lives, is so important. When you can choose organic apples to avoid harmful chemicals that may disrupt your hormonal balance. Sometimes the biggest transformations don't come from huge overhauls, they come from going back to the basics. A daily apple isn't just a snack, it's a quiet but powerful ally, one that helps your body heal, recover, and stabilize from the inside out. Now let's explore a very different kind of fruit, one that's rich in healthy fats and works deep within your hormone system to protect your prostate from another angle. There was a time not long ago when fats were feared. Remember when men were told to toss the egg yolks, skip the butter, and avoid avocados at all costs? Fat was considered the enemy. But science has since turned that belief upside down. We now know that healthy fats, like those found in avocados, are essential to male vitality. They fuel testosterone production, reduce inflammation, and support the strength and balance your body needs to feel its best. Far from being harmful, these fats are some of your best tools for fighting back against prostate problems and hormonal imbalance. Let's break this down further. While processed foods silently damage your hormones and inflame your prostate, avocados do the opposite. They nourish your endocrine system, soothe internal inflammation, and help restore your body's natural rhythm. One of the most valuable compounds in avocados is beta-sitosterol, a plant-based sterol that's been clinically shown to ease the symptoms of an enlarged prostate. Men who add beta-sitosterol-rich foods like avocados to their diets often experience stronger urinary flow and fewer nighttime wake-ups. These aren't small improvements, they're life-changing ones. Avocados don't just generally help male health, they target it directly and effectively. Let me share a story. Carl, age 69, came to my clinic feeling defeated. He was drained. His nights were constantly disrupted by the urge to urinate. During the day, he felt scatterbrained, tired, and out of sync. There was no spark, no stability, just a quiet struggle to make it through the day. I recommended one change: nothing fancy, no expensive supplements, just eat half an avocado every day, consistently. 6 weeks later, Carl was a different man. He was sleeping through the night again. His mid-afternoon energy crashes were fewer and farther between, but more than that, his confidence had returned. That grounded, steady feeling he hadn't experienced in years, it was back. When your prostate begins to swell, everything shifts. Your sleep suffers, your urgency grows. You feel frustrated, distracted, and disconnected. But tucked inside the soft green flesh of an avocado is a powerful compound that helps reverse that spiral. Beta-sitosterol works at the root of the problem. It calms the inflammation that causes your prostate to swell and restricts your urine flow. Numerous studies have confirmed its ability to reduce the pressure and frequency that plague men with enlarged prostates. And that's not all. Avocados are also rich in monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil, which are critical for natural testosterone production. And testosterone. It affects far more than libido. It influences your mood, your muscle mass, your bone density, and even how your body stores and burns fat. When testosterone dips, which it naturally does with age, men often begin to feel sluggish, foggy, and off balance. It's a quiet decline, but one that can be reversed when the body is properly nourished. Avocados help with that. They don't just patch up the symptoms, they work at the source, rebuilding your hormonal foundation and helping you feel more vibrant, more alive. There's even more goodness packed into this fruit. Potassium helps regulate your blood pressure and keeps your heart protected. The fiber in avocados helps your digestive system run smoothly, clears out excess hormones, and keeps your body's detox pathways open and flowing. Every single bite of avocado serves multiple purposes. It's efficient, clean, and powerful, and you don't need to make it complicated. Avocados are incredibly easy to add to your day. Start with half to one avocado daily, slice it into a salad, spread it on whole grain toast, add it to your morning smoothie, or simply scoop it with a spoon. However you prefer it, the goal is to make it part of your routine, because every time you choose whole natural foods like this, you're making a choice, not to give in, not to accept decline, but to fight back, to reclaim your balance, to feel stronger, steadier, and more in control of your body. Avocados don't just shrink your prostate, they help restore a version of yourself that feels sharp, solid, and sure-footed once again. After exploring the creamy richness of avocados and their powerful role in hormone balance and inflammation control, we now turn to a fruit that's often confused for a vegetable, but inside it lies one of the most scientifically backed compounds for prostate health. Before you go, there's one more fruit you need to know about. It doesn't come in flashy packaging or sit on a top-shelf superfood list. In fact, it's probably in your fridge or pantry right now, but its true power. Most men are missing out. This fruit is the tomato, and when it comes to protecting the prostate after age 60, tomatoes may be the single most important food you can add to your plate. Why, one word, lycopene. Lycopene is the compound responsible for giving tomatoes their bright red color. But that bold hue isn't just cosmetic, it's a sign of something much deeper. Lycopene is a potent antioxidant, and scientists have studied it in more than 100 clinical trials. Again and again, the results point to the same truth: tomatoes work. But what makes lycopene so powerful isn't just its antioxidant strength, it's where it goes. Lycopene doesn't simply circulate aimlessly in your bloodstream. It zeroes in, concentrating more in prostate tissue than almost anywhere else in the male body. That's where it delivers its most important benefits, directly at the source. Lycopene helps calm inflammation, it reduces oxidative stress, and most impressively, it works fast, with measurable reductions in prostate inflammation markers within just a few months of consistent intake. We're not talking years, we're talking weeks of regular tomato consumption making a real difference. It doesn't stop there. Lycopene helps stabilize abnormal cell growth, supports hormonal balance within the prostate, and reinforces tissue resilience. These are essential functions that synthetic pills often struggle to replicate, yet lycopene does them naturally. Let me introduce you to David. He's 72 years old and came to see me with rising PSA levels. He was losing sleep, bothered by constant discomfort and a never-ending urge to urinate. Like many men, he feared what those PSA numbers might mean. But instead of immediately recommending procedures or prescriptions, I asked David to start eating cooked tomatoes at least 5 times a week. 6 months later, David returned. His PSA levels had stabilized. His nighttime bathroom visits dropped. That uncomfortable pressure had eased. And perhaps the most powerful shift was how he felt about the change. For the first time, he said, "I felt like food was doing something real for my body." Tomatoes don't just help when you're already experiencing symptoms, they go straight to the root of the issue. Lycopene reduces the inflammation that causes the prostate to swell. It eases that sense of heaviness and urgency that keeps you up at night. It offers relief in a way medications sometimes can't, gently and consistently without harsh side effects. It also combats oxidative stress, the invisible force that breaks down your cells, accelerates aging, and contributes to disease. Lycopene acts like a shield protecting your prostate cells from that slow but dangerous internal wear and tear. When oxidative stress goes down, healing begins. The prostate starts functioning better, more efficiently, and with less irritation. Men who eat tomatoes regularly often report more stable PSA levels. That means fewer unpleasant surprises during checkups, fewer sleepless nights, worrying about numbers, and a greater sense of peace. Lycopene even helps strengthen prostate tissue at a cellular level. This makes it more resilient, less reactive to hormonal shifts, and less likely to become inflamed. But the benefits don't end with the prostate. This red fruit also supports your heart and circulatory system, both of which play critical roles in sexual health. Better blood flow means better stamina, more confidence, and improved performance. It's all connected. The body isn't made of isolated systems. When one improves, others follow. Another often overlooked benefit: lycopene protects your testosterone. While it's not a hormone booster per se, it acts as a guardian, shielding your natural testosterone from oxidative damage. That means your own production stays steadier as you age. You maintain more of your vitality naturally. What makes lycopene so effective is its molecular structure. It's shaped in a way that allows it to lock onto and neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage cells and fuel inflammation. Lycopene's precision is unmatched. No synthetic supplement comes close to doing the same job at the same level in the prostate. And tomatoes offer more than just lycopene. They're also packed with vitamin C, which supports your immune system, potassium to regulate heart function, and maintain fluid balance, folate to assist in cell repair, and vitamin K to help control inflammation. Each of these nutrients works in harmony to support your health from multiple angles. So if you're looking for a real natural way to support your prostate, boost your energy, and take back control, don't overlook the tomato. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's one of the best-kept secrets hiding in plain sight. Earlier, we uncovered how tomatoes, especially when cooked, can offer powerful targeted support for the prostate thanks to their rich lycopene content. But what happens when you combine tomatoes with other strategic fruits? That's where the real magic begins. These essential nutrients in tomatoes don't work in isolation. They team up, creating one of the most complete and impactful foods for men over 60. But here's the key: if you want to unlock the full power of lycopene, don't stop at slicing raw tomatoes into your salad. Cook them. Yes, heat changes the game. Cooking tomatoes, whether roasting, stewing, simmering into sauces, or turning them into rich pastes, breaks down the tomato's cell walls and makes lycopene up to 4 times more absorbable. That's why tomato paste, tomato sauce, and roasted tomatoes deliver the biggest benefits. They're simple, cost-effective, and easy to fold into your regular meals. Start with 5 to 7 servings per week. That could look like a warm bowl of tomato soup on a chilly evening, a spoonful of tomato paste mixed into your favorite dishes, or a side of roasted tomatoes with your dinner. No need to overcomplicate it. Just stay consistent. Tomatoes are safe, gentle, and proven. No side effects, no complications. Just a natural, time-tested food that gives your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong. Now that you've seen how tomatoes support prostate health on their own, imagine what happens when they're combined with the right allies, other fruits that nourish your body from different angles. There's something uniquely powerful about combining these 5 fruits. Each one supports a specific part of your internal defense system. One improves circulation, another reduces inflammation, one protects your cells at the molecular level. Together, they create a protective shield, a nutritional force field, around your prostate hormones and energy systems. Here's the thing: many men try one solution at a time, a single supplement, a single change, but they end up frustrated when nothing seems to stick or fully work. That's because healing doesn't usually happen in isolation. It happens through synergy. This concept, food synergy, means that strategic combinations of nutrients amplify each other. They work with your body in ways that isolated nutrients simply can't. When you combine foods like tomatoes, apples, cranberries, grapes, and avocados, your body absorbs lycopene more efficiently, antioxidants work better, hormones balance more smoothly, inflammation decreases, insulin sensitivity improves, all of which are directly linked to prostate health. This isn't theory, it's grounded in real results, real men, real success, and the beauty of it. These fruits are easy to find, no hunting through specialty stores, no stretching your grocery budget. You can walk into almost any market anywhere in the world and find every one of them all year round. Men everywhere, fathers, husbands, grandfathers, have quietly started incorporating these foods into their daily habits, and they're seeing the difference. Less pressure, less urgency, fewer late-night trips to the bathroom, a steadier stream, more stamina and clarity during the day. The results are real, and you don't have to flip your entire diet upside down to see those benefits. You can start small, add a handful of cranberries to your morning oatmeal, slice half an avocado into your sandwich, munch on red grapes after lunch, stir some tomato sauce into your dinner, blend an apple into your smoothie. That's it. It's about consistency, little actions that become part of your daily rhythm. Day by day, meal by meal, those choices stack up. Most men notice changes within 6 to 12 weeks. Better sleep, a stronger stream, a drop in discomfort they didn't realize had been weighing them down, more ease in their body, more peace in their mind. Every time you choose one of these fruits, you're taking a step forward, not just relieving symptoms, but protecting your body, reclaiming your energy, rebuilding your vitality, and perhaps most importantly, taking back control of your health on your terms. Gentlemen, in my 2 decades of working with men from all walks of life, from their 60s into their 80s and beyond, I've seen one truth rise above the rest. Healing rarely begins in a prescription bottle. It begins at your kitchen table with a piece of fruit, with a simple choice, with the decision to nourish and honor your body because you matter, because you're worth caring for. No matter your age, you've heard the science, you've seen the results, you've met real men who've walked this journey and come out stronger. Now the power is in your hands. If even one of these fruits spoke to you, begin there. Tonight. Don't wait. Your next chapter, the one where you sleep better, feel stronger, and move through your days with renewed confidence, it could begin with your very next meal. If this message resonated with you, I'd be honored if you'd like this video or share it with someone who needs it. Leave a comment below. I read every single one. Your words might light the way for another man on his journey. Thank you for trusting Healthy Hues Wellness with your health. Now go enjoy that.